Baby Al Drakey asked, how would you start to learn Python from the start, right? So first of all, I don't actually have a nice intro, but welcome to Code with Anna. I am a self-taught Python tutor, and I help to give like beginners confidence in programming, whether it is their first time learning how to code or they just haven't felt inspired. I use real life examples like when I used a fan to explain what a while loop is, right? So in this video we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna answer this amazing question. Thank you so much for the question. Okay, so in this video, I really want to be as authentic as I can, and I'm going to be using my own experience. I think this is a disclaimer in terms of saying there is no perfect way or perfect strategy, but with the lighting sort of like off, but I just want to give you my journey and be as authentic as I can, and I just want to give you a sense of peace, because for me, I love watching YouTube videos, but lately I've felt out of place. Like, a lot of people act, and I'm not saying that's bad, but I feel like I want peace when I watch content, something that gives me the truth, but also something that assures me that there's nothing wrong with me. I am not too late for wanting to learn a new skill, and also, most importantly, something that aligns with my situation where I don't have enough money to buy certain resources. So that is how everything's gonna be. So be with me, nah, be with me. So I'm gonna be giving you 4 tips, but I feel like the story and the depth in which I'll be able to go into will be the one that actually gives you the, yeah, man, the whole thing, the whole story. So the first thing that I'm gonna start with, I know I wrote purples, is gonna be purples, right? And I know you've heard everywhere on the internet, start with your why, whatsoever. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. For me, with purples, I was not the most consistent person before, and I am so grateful I made those mistakes because they've helped me and they've shaped me so that I can be consistent, because there is no result without consistency. But I just want to go back to purples. Purples, for me, I knew that I had purples when I had to lose dinner with my family sometimes, and I had to be okay with people calling me, they didn't necessarily say delusional, but that's how I would put it. Yeah, it really has been an emotional journey, and I don't want to go into the emotional parts of it, but your why is gonna be the thing that keeps you going when life happens, when you start doubting yourself. So with any skill, it's not just Python, just know your why, because there is nothing easy, right? You can say that, oh, your job is so easy, right? Because you never walked a mile in someone else's shoes. Ayikho into elula. Ayikho. There is nothing that is easy. And I see this in movies, but there is no job that is easy. There is no there is nothing worthwhile that is easy. I'm just gonna put it that way. And for me, easy is not a slogan. I don't know about you, but the internet has made it seem like everything is easy. You are lazy. You are not lazy, right? So going on into our first tab, it's actually gonna be getting your tools ready. And let us get our tools ready. My tools are free that I used. So I first used Khan Academy. I used CS15. So with Peppos as well, I feel like these tips of mine, they just combine very well. With Peppos and also CS50, I never went out there and said I wanted to learn how to code. And if you have listened to my radio interview, did I even post it? No. Oh, okay. So I think like if you guys would like to hear about it, just comment put down. I didn't see Mrs. texted. Thank you so much. Shout out to her. She was so generous to send me the whole clips. I just have to combine the clips into one thing and post it. So with CS50, I never went out there, as I said. In high school, I did commerce. I didn't even know what coding is mostly. You guys know when we're in high school, we think we know, but we don't really know. We just choose the career that feels like it. For me, it was accounting. I wanted to study to become an accountant, and then I also wanted to study to become a fashion designer, right? Because I really, yeah, I still love that. I'm gonna pursue that one day. Is one day. Okay, so I was at work. It was a normal day, and then how about on my YouTube feed, I see this video from Shane Humans, and it says free online courses. And because like I've always been a learner, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna click on this video. Click on the video. There were so many courses, but then CS50 was like, okay, the first choice. It was not like, okay, I felt something was like the first choice. I'm gonna come back to the other courses if this doesn't feel right. And this very part went getting. When I arrived at home, being mop, and then as I was mopping, I was listening to the lecture. I felt alive. I felt alive after a really hard time in my life. I felt alive. So for me, that is when people started. I am not in partnership with CS15. I love CS50. There was this other person on TikTok. You remember on the video where I posted wearing a t-shirt that says I took CS15. They said I actually was partnering with them CS50 and I was getting paid. I thank you for that because I feel like it's gonna happen one day, right? It's something that I would love because I love CS50 because it is just so perfect in so many ways, but it won't be into ya wonke umuntu. That's why I say like have your own purpose, right? So with that t-shirt, Peppos as well, and CS50 with that t-shirt. The t-shirt, I printed it with like my last penny. It was almost 300 rand to buy the t-shirt from them and have it print I took CS50, and at the back it printed Anna Magovo. It was actually inspired by their first lecture on week 0. David shows them a t-shirt and say that you can actually get it online, but I thought, you know what, the easy thing is for me to print it myself. I printed the t-shirt and then I placed it on the tray and I said, every time I feel like giving up, I'm gonna look at this. And guess what? We actually did it. We did it, and I'll forever be grateful to CS50, to Harvard, to Professor David Malan, who else? Abu Brian Yu, Ukada as well on the shorts, Julian as well on the sections. I just will forever be grateful because I felt like my life now has purpose because I actually found out that there is something in me that everyone keeps saying, but I didn't believe it, I didn't see it, there was no evidence of it. But for my TikTok account and the people and the community and my students, I have purpose because it was never just about me, but it's about what I can give to the world as well. So that is how it went. with CS50 and how I actually found it. And yeah, it's definitely been an amazing journey. Ne? So another tool as well is the IDE that I'll talk about later. So let us talk about community. I have completed their Python course. I'm doing their main course now, and I want people who are authentic, who are doing CS50X and who want to collaborate or join, not as teacher and student, but as let us work together to solve the problems and just be, what do you call those? What is the word? Accountability partners, ne? So catch my number in the description box below. And then that is tip number 3, ne? Community. I said number 1, purpose, 2, tools. Number 3, community. Have your own community as well. You know, I didn't have a community. I don't want to lie to everyone here and say I had a community. I don't know how I did it without community, but obviously there is a Facebook community for CS50 as well, which I love. I'm just not a fan of that kind of community. And then number 4, create. For me, I've created, like, CS50 man is just perfect. I told you guys here on the certificate, they do say that introduction to programming with Python, including 9 problem sets and 1 final project. That means I have created 10 things. So immediately in CS50, you are going to apply your skills. Those are things you want to create, but also create something that is so dear to you. So for me, it was my AI app, Equinia messaging app. Please do not laugh at the name or ask me what it is about. But it does have a special meaning. It has nothing to do with fed cooks or Amakwenya. But I am the best maker of Amakwenya. Oh gosh, I know I'm right now. Just that we don't have flour. So back to business. I created Equinia integrated AI, and I know you guys that on the YouTube video I recently posted, please check it out. I'm just rambling around. My tools were not the best, and even now they are not, so I'm just not giving up. There's no way I'm giving up. So I created Equinia. I think I would love to share it with you guys in terms of like how do you actually do it, ne? You can do this, man. You can do that. This thing is not difficult. I think it is difficult, but you have to just believe in yourself. So with creating, I created it for the DMs. How it works, I ask it like a question, like I take you guys' like comments and questions, DMs, I put it on it. I just click one button, generate, and I wait for it to do its thing. It gives me the output. That is how it works. And oh my, I'll forever be grateful. It was the center of, not the center, but it just gave my personal statement that I finally completed meaning. About it gave it meaning. So that is it in terms of like the tools, but I want to go back to the question. So in as much as like I'm scared that this video is too long, I feel like anyone who's gonna watch till the end and actually appreciate it as someone whom this video was really meant for. So if that someone is you, just comment down below why you want to learn Python, and I'll know that you actually reached this part of the video, because I have struggled so much, especially with creating content, but not really with just content, real life as well, having ukuthi ube nendaba nokuthi like abanye abantu bathini about you, yabo. So that is why yeah, izinto nje zivele zibe ngenye indlela. So anyways, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to give you comfort and authenticity, right? This is the whole story. People don't understand it, but if you do, wow, just know that you are one of their kind. Let us talk about how do you actually learn now. You know the journey, you have a purpose, you know this is for you. How do you actually learn? The first thing is, this is free, as I said. You go to your ChatGPT, you prompt it, hello ChatGPT, I am like I know nothing about programming. Today I'm attempting to learn about variables. Can you give me projects that I can work on about variables? Then you have a project in mind. This is actually how I teach and prepare sessions as well, right? And then you go to your IDE. You don't install anything on your laptop. You just go online, you type cs50.dev, you log in using your GitHub account, and then whilst you are there, you that is where you're going to write your code. I think I should have started with Khan Academy. So let us pause on the IDE. You go to Khan Academy, free as well. You create an account and then you go to their Python course, right? When there, I love Khan Academy. It is not like CS50, which is very like fast and intensive because it's like a university course. What you do is you go to variables. Today you're learning variables. You go to variables. There's this amazing woman who explains variables very well, not just variables but everything about Python. So you learn, you watch their, I think their videos are very short, like 3 minutes. Don't go to YouTube but go to their actual website. Besides distractions, I don't think you can learn a skill like that just by watching a YouTube video. Just after watching that, it you will forget. So going to their website will give you progress. Uyazi ukuthi oh namhlanje ngenzile ama variables, and you see that progress and then like full good, right? And then you can come back fully. But a YouTube video is just a random, it lies around. Okay, then almost now you understand, you have an idea what a variable is. You can go ahead to CS15 and watch the whole lecture and also use their notes. What I do is umangibukeli lecture, it's a lecture this side, it's notes this side, and I follow along. If David is typing code, I type the code. So don't be too hard on yourself. You can pause whatsoever. And then after that, it's variables there, and then you go to cs50.dev. Now you type the code, you understand what a variable is. If someone can ask you even in your sleep, you know what a variable is. Please, you guys, right? So because I feel like online, maybe that's why I have so many hate comments. People are like, what have you built? Whatsoever, but I take my time. I don't need to measure myself in terms of where the world is at or what the world is doing. I am satisfied with who I am. That doesn't mean sometimes I don't feel bad about myself or compare myself with other people. I'm a human, guys. But I just want to tell you that you don't have to feel bad for being on stage 0. You don't have to feel bad that you don't afford certain things that people do afford, or that you are not at the same level. Sometimes comparison, yes, might be there when you feel bad about yourself, but just be okay. Now you will be fine. Look at the prize and you'll be fine. So that is how I would learn Python or any other skill online, because CS50 has a lot of courses as well. And if you're also looking for something similar to CS50, a lot of people have asked me this question. I'll put the link down from Allison. Allison is also similar to CS50 but a bit different. I started with Allison like years back when I was still in high school, just playing around with courses and just seeing, do I like this or don't I like this? But it was just not really structured. I was just doing it in G for fun. So if you feel like you want to start there and you don't want to commit too much, because CS50 is heavy, right? So you can just check the link down. It is an affiliate link. When you are done, you purchase a certificate. I do get a commission, so no pressure. And also you don't get charged more. I would appreciate if you use my link and actually commit and be like, you know what, I'm gonna commit. When I pay for my certificate, Anna does get a commission. That is also a nice way of giving back to our amazing code with Anna. So yeah, I feel like I've left something out. Or it is about a laptop and also the other tools. Ne? For me personally, honestly, I only use my PC, which is a Connex model. I got it from Takealot, and my loop device. I cannot take it now because it's connected to the internet, but I'm sure you'll see it guys on the screen. So the loop device is what I use. Why I chose the loop device? Because I can take it anywhere I go, right? And I'm not promoting Rain here, but I'm telling you what the tools that I use. I'm not promoting Connex. It's been working fine. Yeah, it's been working fine for me. I didn't have any issues. Yeah, maybe some minor issues, but that's what I use. So if you don't have a laptop, I suggest you start saving up for one. There are free IDEs, apps that you can use on your phone. I'm not aware of those. I never used those before. When I didn't have a laptop at that time, I was just focusing on lectures and notes whilst I was waiting to, excuse me, receive my PC. So you don't need fancy tools. You don't need motivation. Yeah, you didn't hear me talk about motivation. You just need to start. And most importantly, Nina, I'm a believer of God. And when I do something, I am not being proud here or boastful. Mina, when I touch something, your magic starts happening because I believe in myself. When I started taking the camera and making videos for TikTok, I believed that I can do it, and I still believe that I can. There are days where I feel like, God, this thing is slow and tiring, but God has been carrying me. God has been there. So also a huge shout out to my God, my Lord and Savior, which is Jesus Christ. He's my friend. He's my everything, and yeah, it's just been amazing. This is me. This is Anna. This is the authentic Anna. And if you really enjoyed this video and you'd like to see what we have more in store for you, I was actually supposed to post this video earlier, but I woke up today and my tonsils were swollen, so I had to do some self-care because I'm always busy and I don't take care of myself that much. So I had to just take some time off and watch my health. And even now, I can feel that they are still kind of swollen, but I feel so much better. I just used like salty water, gargled the dirt, and yeah. Anyways, guys, I wish I can talk on and on and on and on and on and on because I just love speaking to you guys. I really love giving back and telling people what I know, sharing the journey with them. But I just hope that you will use these tools, you will take this advice, you will do the things. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll link the tips down in the description box below. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you so much, beautiful viewers. I will see you in my next video, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday on TikTok. Make sure to follow me there on the description box below. Bye.